Welcome to NextGen Motors, your trusted channel where information meets insight. We bring you engaging, deep dive content that satisfies your curiosity and fuels your passion. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss our future videos. Let's get into today's video. Lamborghini, a name that evokes emotion, adrenaline, and a sense of drama. But when you say Lamborghini Aventador, you're not just talking about any supercar, you're talking about a legend, a mechanical beast that blends Italian craftsmanship with futuristic design, pure power, and raw emotion. Launched in 2011, the Aventador was more than just a successor to the Mercedes copyright logo. It was Lamborghini's declaration of war on mediocrity, a promise that performance, power, and passion would never fade in an increasingly electrified world. The Aventador represents everything Lamborghini stands for. It's aggressive, it's dramatic, it's unfiltered. From the moment you lay eyes on it, there's no mistaking what you're looking at. With razor-sharp lines, bold angularity, and that signature wedge-shaped silhouette, it looks like it's moving even when it's parked. It's a car that turns heads and then demands you look again. The signature Y-shaped LED headlights and enormous rear diffuser make a statement from every angle. But the visual drama isn't just about looks, it's about aerodynamics, cooling, and downforce. Underneath that fighter jet-inspired exterior lies the heart of a monster, a naturally aspirated V12 engine that refuses to be silenced. In a world where turbochargers and hybrid powertrains dominate the supercar scene, the Aventador sticks to its roots. That glorious 6.5-liter V12 engine screams with passion, pumping out up to 769 horsepower in the final Ultimate version. That's raw, naturally aspirated fury and no turbo lag, no artificial sound enhancement, just unfiltered, primal performance. From a standstill to 100 km per hour or 0 to 62 miles per hour, the Aventador takes just 2.8 seconds, and with a top speed of over 350 km per hour, it's not just fast, it's ballistic. The launch control system throws you back in your seat like a roller coaster, while the seamless 7-speed independent shifting rod gearbox delivers lightning-fast gear changes. The sound alone is enough to send chills down your spine. A symphony of combustion, a mechanical opera that crescendos at the red line. But speed is just one part of the story. The Aventador is also about control. With Lamborghini's advanced all-wheel drive system, dynamic steering, and active suspension, it doesn't just power through corners, it dances. The car's adaptive suspension adjusts to every bump, every curve, and every driving style. Whether you're carving through mountain roads or hitting the track, the Aventador becomes an extension of your body. You feel every nuance, every shift in weight, every surge of power. Inside the cabin, the drama continues. The interior of the Aventador is like the cockpit of a jet. Sharp lines, angular design, and the high-tech, performance-focused layout. The central touchscreen offers access to everything from navigation to drive modes, while the digital gauge cluster transforms based on how aggressive you're driving. Push the bright red start button, and the V12 roars to life, a ritual that never gets old. Despite its wild nature, the Aventador isn't a stripped-down track weapon. It's surprisingly luxurious. Leather, Alcantara, carbon fiber, every surface speaks of Italian craftsmanship. The seats hug you tightly yet comfortably, and the layout is intuitively driver-focused. You sit low, you feel planted, and every element around you reminds you that you're not in an ordinary car, you're in a Lamborghini. And then there's the Aventador's legacy. Over the years, Lamborghini has introduced multiple variants of the Aventador, each pushing the limits of performance and design even further. The Aventador S brought rear-wheel steering and improved aerodynamics. The SVA Superveloce delivered more power and reduced weight for even more track-focused performance, and the SVJ Superveloce Joda 8 took it all to the extreme, setting an 1/4 turbograin lap record and establishing itself as one of the most hardcore Lamborghinis ever built. But the pinnacle came with the Aventador Ultimate, the final edition, the farewell to the naturally aspirated V12, a celebration of everything that made the Aventador iconic. It blended the best of the S and SVJ, delivering brutal performance with elegant refinement. With only 600 coupes and 250 roadsters produced, the Ultimate is a collector's dream, a final salute before Lamborghini transitions to hybrid technology. Yes, the Aventador marks the end of an era, with tightening emissions regulations and the world shifting toward electric power. The raw, naturally aspirated V12 may never return. Lamborghini itself has confirmed that the Aventador's successor will feature a plug-in hybrid system. While that might sound like sacrilege to purists, it's a necessary evolution. But no matter what comes next, the Aventador will always be remembered as the last of the wild ones, the final pure-blooded bull to roam the streets. Driving an Aventador isn't just about going fast, it's about making a statement. It's about feeling alive. You don't drive it to get from point A to B, you drive it because every journey becomes a memory, every tunnel becomes a concert hall, every red light becomes a moment to breathe in the sound, the power, the thrill. Of course, owning an Aventador is not for the faint-hearted. It's wide, it's loud, it's thirsty, and it demands attention. Parking can be a challenge, and navigating city streets feels more like maneuvering a spaceship. But none of that matters, because once you've driven an Aventador, everything else feels tame. It redefines your sense of speed, presence, and purpose. The Aventador also represents Lamborghini's commitment to pushing the boundaries of automotive design. From its carbon fiber monocoque chassis to the active aerodynamics, everything is engineered for performance. The Alla System Aerodynamica Lamborghini Attiva A uses electronically controlled flaps to adjust downforce in real time, improving both cornering and straight-line speed. It's not just about brute force, it's about intelligent performance. Let's talk about that engine once more, because it deserves every bit of attention. The naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 has been the beating heart to Lamborghini's flagship since the very beginning. No turbochargers, no electric motors, just pistons, valves, combustion, and soul. In a world where artificial sound enhancement and hybrid gimmicks are becoming the norm, the Aventador reminds us what real engineering sounds like. That roar, that scream, that fury. It's the sound of freedom. And that's what the Aventador really is, a freedom. Freedom from conformity, freedom from compromise. It's a car that doesn't care about practicality or efficiency. It exists purely to excite, to inspire, to ignite your passion. It's a symbol of rebellion, of ambition, of excellence. Collectors around the world understand this. That's why the Aventador has become a modern classic. Prices for special editions have already started to climb, and as Lamborghini moves away from the V12, these cars will only become more desirable. Whether it's the original LP704, the track-focused SVJ, or the swan song Ultimate, each variant tells a chapter of the Aventador story. And what a story it is! Over a decade of dominance, over 11,000 units sold, countless awards, and an undeniable impact on car culture. It's been featured in movies, music videos, and video games. It's been the dream car on posters, wallpapers, and wish lists. It's been the benchmark for what a supercar should be: loud, fast, and unapologetically bold. In the end, the Lamborghini Aventador is more than just a car. It's an experience, a memory, a dream turned reality. It's proof that passion still matters in an increasingly automated world. It's a reminder that sometimes, it's okay to be irrational, to choose drama over comfort, excitement over logic, to live not just exist. So here's to the Lamborghini Aventador, the raging bull that refused to be tamed, the icon that defined a generation, the beast that roared through cities and hearts alike. Its legacy will live on, not just in garages or racetracks, but in every car lover's soul. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Lamborghini Aventador, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with fellow enthusiasts. Subscribe to NextGen Motors for more content that goes beyond the surface, exploring everything from cutting-edge cars to classic engineering. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Say, what do you think of the Aventador? Do you prefer the SVJ, the Ultimate, or the original? And what cars should we cover next?